Welcome back today to Money Markets Business Explained. Today we're going to talk about President Trump's administration's tariffs against businesses in Mexico and Canada that are going to take effect on March 4th. But Canada for now. Please hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button as well. I really appreciate it. It helps me to bring you and others more of these videos. Thank you. Okay, today what I'm showing you here is Trump who loves a tweet, and he put his own Twitter instead of on his own TrueStream Media, which is where he should go. It says, I've implemented a 25% tariff on imports from Mexico and Canada, 10% on Canadian energies, and 10% on tariff on China. He did this through the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, called IEEPA, because of the major threat of illegal aliens and deadly drugs killing our citizens, including fentanyl. We should include also meth and heroin and weed. We need to protect Americans, and it's my duty as president to ensure the safety of all. I made a promise on my campaign: stop illegal aliens, point to our borders, and Americans overwhelmingly voted for it. There you go. This is why he's doing it. Okay, now what you see here is a list of all the top 10 companies in Canada that's going to be affected by 25% tariff. There's Nutrien, chemicals company, Enbridge Energy, Magna, an automotive, TC Energy, which is an energy company, Barrick Gold, mining, Saputo, food, Bausch Health, healthcare, Bombardier, capital goods, Parkland Corp, which is energy, more like a retail, but we'll discuss that, and Suncor Energy. More on each of these companies coming up. Here we have Nutrien, and they're a leading provider of crop inputs and services, specializing in fertilizers, seeds, crop protection products, and it's the world's largest producer of potash. It plays a major critical role in global agriculture, just like Russia with fertilizers. With 60.8% of their revenue coming from the U.S., the tariff significantly will impact their $17.656 billion revenue. All right, now we have Enbridge. Notice I showed you on the screen here Enbridge's pipeline from Canada to America. Enbridge operates one of the largest energy infrastructure networks, focusing on oil and gas pipeline storage and renewable energy. They transport nearly 2/3 of Canada's crude oil, export to the U.S., and then we refine it. The tariffs are going to affect their $14.978 billion revenue, with 45.5% derived from the U.S. market. And you can see here, what I've shown you, what they actually do with gas utilities, natural gas, liquid pipelines, renewable energies, etc. All right, we have Magna, which is an automotive company. Magna International is a global automotive supplier, manufacturing components like body systems, powertrains, electronics from major car makers. It also provides engineering and contract manufacturing services, with 25.4% of its $10.855 billion revenue from the U.S. Tariffs pose a notable challenge to them, and I put that on here so you could see, Magna in the center, and what it is they do, on the outskirts. So there. All right, you have TC Energy, and they develop and operate energy infrastructure, natural gas, liquids pipelines, and power generation facilities. And they're known for projects like the Keystone Pipeline, And the tariff's going to hit them to the tune of, well, let's say it impacts their $6.276 billion revenue, with 52.2% coming from the U.S. And we've all heard of the Keystone Pipeline over there in South Dakota, North Dakota, put together by Trump and the indigenous natives and the governor. And, he's only going to hit them. And remember, he's only going to hit the energy to 10%. Okay, they're not going to get the full 25% brunt, but, still going to get a 10% tariff. Here we have Barrick Gold, which is a mining company. They're one of my favorites because I buy gold. Barrick Gold is one of the world's largest mining companies, also producing copper and silver. They operate mines across North America, Africa, and other regions. And I put that on the screen here so you can see. With 53.1% of their $6 billion revenue from the U.S. And tariffs, they're going to get hit with the 25%. They're not energy. Also, I show you here all the tonnage and how much they make year over year. It's just a bit of extra knowledge from them. Here we have Saputo, they're a food company, and they're a global dairy processor producing cheese, milk, and other products under various brands. And I have the brands listed here so you can see them. And it's one of the cheese manufacturers in the US and Canada. And the tariffs will affect their $5.78 billion revenue, with about 45% generated from the US market. There we have Bausch Health, their healthcare. Formerly Bausch & Lomb, but they merged with Valeant, developed contact lenses and market pharmaceuticals, medical devices, and over-the-counter products focused on eye health, like I said, contact lenses, and gastroenterology and dermatology. They have a strong U.S. presence, and tariffs going to impact their $5.194 billion revenue, with 59.3% of the revenue coming mainly from the U.S. Here we have Bombardier, they're what's called capital goods, and they design and manufacture business jets, what we call Learjets. They're one of my favorites too. They're commercial aircraft and rail transportation equipment as well. And they shift their focus to aviation after divesting their rail and commercial aviation segments. Their tariff's going to hit them to their $5 billion revenue, with 63.2% coming from America. So that's pretty interesting to know that they've gotten rid of their rail, and they're doing mainly aviation, which is more likely parts, maintenance, selling planes. If you can find one, fly one. Here we have Parkland Corp. They're an energy company, but they're basically a fuel distributor and retailer, operating gas stations and supplying refined fuels across North America. Think of Chevron, and they have one in Canada called Ultramar. So think of Chevron, Quick Trip, like a Circle K, someone like that. 76 if they're still out there, I guess. And their revenue is about $4.9 billion a year, with 20.1% coming from the U.S. So they're only going to be hit more likely because their energy, 10%. All right, now we have Suncor Energy. Suncor is an integrated energy company focused on oil sands development, refining, and renewable energy. They're one of Canada's largest oil producers, and they operate retail brands like Petro-Canada. Tariffs going to hit their $4.86 billion revenue, with 13.1% from the U.S. market. And remember, its energy, so it's only going to get hit about 10%. All right, well, thank you today. And remember, today is March 4th going forward. So you're going to see this for some time for a while. But, thank you again for being here. And please hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button, because it helps me bring this to you and others, more of these videos. Thank you. And as I show on the screen, remember, life is beautiful, not for these corporations. Life is beautiful because of you.